Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Demon Skullfire coming at you with another build video. This is my build for my lock, so let's get into it. So for our position, we're going to be a small forward. We're going to have a height of 6'6". We're going to have a weight of 245, and we're going to have a maxed out wingspan. So let's get into the attributes. We're going to start with the physical, so all our badges pop up. We're going to have a 90 speed. You're going to be moving down that court. Obviously, your lock is what you need to do. You're going to have an 85 agility. And just to let you know, the reason I put the weight at 245 is because you're going to eventually use a cap breaker on the agility to get it to 86, and I'll show you about why I'm doing that in a second. A strength, we're going to start off with a 91, which is crazy. Nobody's going to be moving you. We're going to have a 65 vertical. For the rebounding, we're going to go 70 O board and 60 defensive. For perimeter, 94. Obviously, it's a lock. That's what we do. Steal, we're going to go 94. Interior, we're going to have a 74. And since you're so strong, you're going to get that post lockdown and stuff like that. And for block, we're going to have a 74 as well. Paint Patroller on bronze, High Flying Denier on bronze. Obviously, with 94, you're going to get all your gold badges and some Hall of Fame badges, which will bump up to legend once you cap break. Same with steel. For ball handle, we're going to go with a 71. The only reason I did 71 is so you get that handles for days on bronze. I mean, it's not crazy, but it helps. Plus, I had an extra attribute point to spare. We're going to go stay 75 with the ball handle. For pass act, we're going to have the standard of 75 that I put on almost every build. If you don't have 75 pass act, every build you make should have at least 75 pass act. That's just my personal opinion, though. If you don't want to follow that, that's up to you. It depends on how you play. We're going to cap out our 3-ball at 83, which gives us bronze limitless, shifty, deadeye, set shot, all that, all the good stuff. We're going to use some crew plus ones on those to get set shot on gold and to get shifty on, well, it depends on how these fall, but to get set shot on gold. And you don't have a shooting badge in tier 2, unfortunately, but yeah, you can get set shot on gold, so that's good. We're going to go 75 midi. That's going to unlock some shooting takeovers for you, which obviously is a good thing. Increase your shooting. And for free throw, we're going to have a 60. I know none of my builds have a lot of free throw, but I feel like it takes a lot this year, and I can do a lot more without it. For driving dunk, we're going to be going a 73, which gives you bronze posterizer and some good animations. Standing dunk, standard of 40. Oh, something's too high. That's what it is. Standing dunk is a standard of 40. The reason I do 40 is because it gives you that standing dunk animation, which you need. It's one animation. It's cheap. You need it so you can get into the paint when you cut and hit a standing dunk. After that, you're good. You don't need anything else. And then post control stays at a 51. So this is the build. Let's go into the compares. You just get right off the bat, Ron Artest, all-time Pacers. Like, Ron Artest is a great compare. He's a defensive menace. Paul Pierce on the Celtics. Like, you're getting good compares here. The only weaknesses are layups don't fall under pressure, and you may be out of rebounding position, but you're supposed to be up top guarding the guards most of the time anyways. And if you do need a guard center, you have the strength to do it. You can bully them, because most of them aren't putting strength on this year. You're going to be able to push that center. But yeah, other than that, this is a perfect lock build. It's called Physical Clamp Thief. I'm going to go back into the build so I can show you what I'm planning to do with the cap breakers. So obviously you're going to put 5 cap breakers in perimeter to get everything on legend. You're going to put 5 cap breakers on steel to get everything on legend. You're going to put 1 cap breaker in strength. The reason you're going to put 1 cap breaker in strength is because if I'm going to lower that just to show you. If you put 1 cap breaker in strength, you're going to get immovable enforcer on legend. That's what you want. You want immovable enforcer on legend. So you throw 1 cap breaker into strength, and you're also going to want to throw 1 cap breaker into agility. The reason you're going to want to throw it into agility is because once you get this perimeter to a 99, you won't get on-ball menace on Hall of Fame unless you have a 86 agility. So I can show you with the build badges. So on ball menace, you need an 86 agility and a 99 perimeter. If you don't have that 86 agility, you will not be able to get on ball menace on legend without using a +1. So that's why I lowered the weight a little bit. I originally had the weight at 250, but I lowered it 5 so I can get that agility up 1 just to be able to get the on ball menace on legend. So that's how I did that there. That's pretty much where all your cat burgers are going, to be honest. All defensive based. Obviously, this is a lock. That's what you want. And for your specialization for this one, I actually did go into defensive. It's a drag. It's not fun. It's not going to be easy, but you need it. You're a lock. You want as high defensive as you can get. So what you're gonna do with those plus max plus twos and max plus two and max plus one for your badges, I'm planning to put up probably post lockdown and paint patroller. Probably gonna put post lockdown up to silver, and then paint patroller up to gold. Or I'm gonna put paint patroller and high flying deniers, however you want it, because these are all gonna end up being legend badges. Oh no, I'm sorry. The only one that you won't get legend is Pick Dodger because you don't have enough agility. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my max plus one on Pick Dodger. That puts that to legend. And then my max plus two, I'm probably gonna either put on Post Lockdown or Paint Patroller. It depends on what I'm feeling. And then you can always use your crew whatever else you want. Like if you don't put up Post Lockdown, you can put up Post Lockdown with your crew plus one, for example, if you want to. And you could put High Flying Denier depending on if it's a tier 1 or tier 2, which I don't remember. They always change on me. Okay, so you can put one or the other. So you can either put High Flying Denier up to silver, you could put Post Lockdown on silver, you could do whatever you want really, and then one of these badges on silver really is up to you at that point. But that's my plan with this. That's what I want to do. This is my lock build. I like being able to have a lock and be able to defend. I actually already have a few cat breakers that I put on this build, but that's what I went with it. Defensive is the only way to really go in terms of your specialization with this one, just because of what it gives you and the things you're going to be able to do on defense, on all capacities of defense. Just me personally. You're also going to get 2 cat breakers from that. So my suggestion is don't put it all the way using other cat breakers. Wait till you get those 2 cat breakers from the specialization. Put it up to a 96, or put 3 cat breakers, for example, to get it to a 97, and then use your last 2 from the specialization and put it up to a 99, for example. However you want to do it. It's just my recommendation. And then, like I said, max plus 2, max plus 1, max plus 1 on Pick Dodger, max plus 2. You can put it on Paint Patroller, you can put it on High Flying Denier, or you can put it on Post Lockdown. It really depends on what you want it on. For the crew specializations, you could even throw them on shooting if you wanted to. You can get Set Shot on gold. You can get Shifty on silver if you wanted to. Pretty sure Shifty is a tier 2 badge for me. If it's not, then I'm lying to you. No, it's not. So you can get Set Shot on gold, which is what you don't really need Shifty on silver, but you can get Set Shot on gold. That's what you want. And for the tier 2 badge, you could put up really anything you'd like. Pogo Stick. If you don't put High Flying Denier up, you could put that up. It really depends on how you want to play. Or you could even put Box Out Beast. It's up to you. But that's where I went with this build. I can actually show you this build, how I have it created and everything, and where I put my first few attribute points. So this is my current build. This is where I put my first few attribute points. My first cat burgers went to perimeter to get a 96 perim for those badges, the Hall of Fame badges, and obviously a 92 strength to get that immovable enforcer on legend. The next few cat breakers I get, I should be getting 2 from the crew, 1 from the end of the season. So I'm gonna put 1 in agility, and then I'm gonna put those other 2 in perimeter. And then once I hit my rep rewards, I'm gonna get another 4. And then you can also get 1 from the lifetime achievements, which I'm I need 40 more, and then I'm gonna have that too, so that's 5. So for that one, I'm gonna bump this up to 99, and then probably throw the rest in steel. So that's my goal. That's what I'm thinking. And also, any extra cabinets you get, you throw them into interior and block. You can get a 80 block, and you can get a pretty high interior actually. So you can get a 90 interior. That's kind of crazy. So whatever extra cab breakers you get after you get steel and perimeter up, I'd put them in interior and block. That's probably your best bet. I'd probably start with interior because I think 74 block is fine when you're guarding the top. You're guarding the guards. You're not really driving and guarding inside. So I'd probably put it all on interior so you can start guarding those big centers, and then you're good. You can get a 90 interior. I mean, that's kind of crazy. You don't really need to put them on anything else unless you want higher pass act potentially. But I don't really see you handling the ball like that enough to need higher than 75. So that's completely up to your play style and how you play with your friends. But that's my plans for this build. This is what I'm already starting to do with this build, and I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, I'm locking people down. Nobody's getting by me. I'm pretty much good to go. If you like this build, let me know in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and thank you for watching, guys. Have a good rest of your day.